Good morning. It's Sunday, 11, I think 15 or something. No, 11, like 30. And let's see. Oh, it's 11:50. It's almost noon. I might need to microwave my tea. But, anyways, I wanted to say Happy Easter. And I hope everybody enjoys their Easter day. Personally, I did not go to church, and I don't think I'm going to. But I wish I did. I'll meditate instead. But anyways, this isn't a meditation video. This is going to be a video on Aries astrology. And before I start, because it will take me a long time, well, not a super long time, but let's just say I wrote a bunch of notes, but I got tired and I stopped writing them. So I'm gonna have to use my reading skills instead, which I know is lame and cheating, but anyways, I did write quite a bit of notes. I got a little lazy, so anyways. What else? But I will continue with my meditation videos, later on, probably, I guess, Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah, I'm not really sure, but I'm still going to continue with that as well. But anyways, what else? What else is new? Or I mean, what is there to talk about? I don't know. I'm wearing this dress, which I don't know if you can see, but my little belt, and it's cute. I don't know. But it's a little bit big. Not that I'm that small. I'm not that tiny of a person. I mean, but it is a little bit big. I'll admit it. But anyways, I think it's pretty Eastery, so I was like, well, I like it, and it's a good day to do an Aries video on Easter. And so anyways, I say anyways a lot. I say a lot of, I repeat myself a lot because it's not that I'm stupid or not a very good communicator, because I am a very good communicator and I'm not stupid, but I tend to be a little paranoid when I'm making these videos sometimes, and so I end up but repeating myself a bunch of times. So, it's just part of life, part of my life. Oh. My mom just texted me. Happy Easter. Well, we'll just get right into it, I guess. Talk about Aries. I'm not an Aries. I'm a Scorpio. I don't know if people think that's obvious or not, or if they just don't understand astrology, or they're beginners, or they're sort of learning like I am. But I definitely feel like an Aries. And let's not make this about appearances and stuff, because that's a whole different subject. But just, I do have a lot of Aries traits about me that are hard to deal with, because I'll be quite honest, I don't think many people would want to be an Aries if you were to read about them. However, the people that I know that are Aries are generally not really true to their sign. In some ways they are. But that's just the world we live in. Nobody's perfect, and people kind of tend to go their own way and do their own thing. Not to sound critical or annoying, but it's true. And but you can always change. We can always change as people to be more of our true selves. Following the laws and the moral codes and whatnot and everything, but so Aries is the first astrological sign, and it is the ram. And I Google rams just to look at them. I know it's annoying, it's nerdy, but I think the ram is a very beautiful animal. Extremely beautiful. There's a lot of different kinds of looking rams, animals. They're all very lovely. Some of them much more so than others, but symbol of the ram is based on the chrysomalis flying ram that provided the golden fleece. The period of Aries is from March 21st to April 20th. Key strength words: independent, generous, optimistic, enthusiastic, being a key word, enthusiastic, courageous, weakness keywords: moody, short-tempered, self-involved, impulsive, and impatient. Aries and independence. Aries are independent, being the first of the zodiac signs. They venture out and go and are the go-getters, often leading the way. Their key internal desire is to lead others. Which, like I said, I don't know why anybody would want to be a ram. Their upbeat and magnetic personality often entices others to follow their lead, because Aries' personality brings excitement to others' lives. Aries in friendship, they are good friends. They always look out for their friends with caring and generosity, and will protect them should they need arise and encourage them with their natural optimism. If confronted, Aries can turn to be quite childish. They will fight back with aggressive nature and are known to have temper tantrums should they not get their way. Aries in business, they are activists. If a business idea comes their way, they tend to plunge right in. Aries are more willing to take a gamble and follow their dreams and goals. Which they're good at gambling, by the way, and they like it. However, if success is not immediate, they tend to lose interest fast. Aries are notorious for not I remember what I wrote, but I'm just going to read it anyways. Finishing what they have begun. This is due to their low tolerance for boredom and lack of patience. If excitement is gone from their business idea, they go off and search for it elsewhere. Aries in temperament. Independence is key to Aries astrology. They do not like to take orders from others and enjoy getting their way. They can get childish or moody should they be given orders that they don't like. Aries can easily take offense to comments made. In other words, they're sensitive. They are self-involved and can be self-centered if they do not pay attention to the feelings of others. They can easily become spoiled and resented by others. In order to get their way, Aries will tell a lie if it seems advantageous to do so. They are, however, not very good liars, and other people can usually see through them. Aries deep inside. Underneath the strong, independent surface may lie insecurity. Which to some extent I believe is true about Aries people. However, I think it's overcome in most cases. This is due to the intense drive to succeed, and Aries put too much pressure on themselves, thus resulting in self-doubt. However, the natural optimism and enthusiasm overtakes this, and the underlying insecurity may never be known to others. So yeah, keyword enthusiasm. Aries in a nutshell. Aries is the sign of the self. People under this sign strongly project their personalities onto others and can be very self-oriented. Aries tend to venture out into the world and leave impressions on others that are exciting, vibrant, and talkative. They tend to live adventurous lives and like to be the center of attention, but rightly so, since they are natural, confident leaders. They are enthusiastic about their goals and enjoy the thrill of the hunt. Wanting is always better than getting is a good way to sum it up. Which I like that. I like that about the Aries sign. Wanting is always better than getting. It's a good philosophy. They are very impulsive and usually do not think before they act. or speak. Too often, they will say whatever pops into their head and usually end up regretting it later. Right? What it's like to date an Aries woman. Dating an Arian never lacks excitement. She is hot-blooded and forceful, so you better be able to handle the heat. She is for the person who likes an independent, self-driven woman, the man wanting an independent, self-driven woman, who can fend for herself and is not clingy or needy. She requires freedom. For an Aries woman, the best part of the relationship is the beginning. Then the spark is there, and she is trying to catch you to be hers. She will find happiness in a long-term relationship because she enjoys sharing everything with her partner. She will not only have a romantic partner, but a best friend, too. She has a great need for love and passion, but she will not let a man become the master. She considers her partner to be equal. Aries women are not for domineering men. She will be faithful, but she expects the same in return. She can be jealous because she wants a man to give her all of his attention. Sorry, I saw that word and I got a little bit like all or nothing. So she's all or nothing type. So her jealousy is rooted in her possessiveness. She has to be number one in his eyes. She will always encourage and give strength to her partner. So an Aries woman is great to have in times of despair or need. She will always be there for you. In order to have this happy ending, she needs to feel appreciated and loved. What's it like to date an Aries man? He has a lust for adventure. So if you are thinking about having a relationship with an Aries man, be prepared for fast-paced adventure, novelty, and excitement. He is always eager to try new things, including relationships. That is not to say that every Aries man will only provide an exciting and short-term relationship, but this is usually the case. He might stick around if you are the type of woman that enjoys having the man take the lead and basking in his glory. He enjoys challenge, so if you are the type of woman to offer challenges to him, like playing hard to get, he might stick around longer. Remember, this man is all about the thrill of the chase. Do not, however, act like you don't care about him. He needs you to be swept off your feet by him. Appear innocent, hard to get, and he will be wrapped around your little finger. Never take advantage of the Aries man, because his short temper will turn into a fury of anger and will leave and never look back. How to attract an Aries. Aries know that you admire Aries know that you admire them. They thrive on admiration and followers. Let them know that you love their zest for life and that you find them intriguing. They love compliments more than most other signs of the zodiac. Compliment them physically and mentally. They love conversation about intellectual topics and engage them in a lively discussion or a friendly debate. They love the challenge and the stimulation of good, intelligent conversation. Ask them for advice. Let them know that you look up to them. Remember, Aries is is the first sign of the zodiac and the most forward and independent. They love followers. Do not be a pushover. Do not keep your opinions to yourself. Because Aries will easily get bored if you agree with everything they say. Do not attempt to control them, however. They do not like taking orders. Aries are very capable people, so if you go with their plans, you are sure to have a good time. If they have a suggestion for something to do, go with the flow. They like to be in control of what is going on. Aries, erogenous zone. The head is Aries' most powerful erogenous zone. Stroking their hair and rubbing their scalp will make them feel relaxed and heighten their sensations. Nibble the ear for especially the men. They will not be able to resist this. He will get uncontrollable urges and you will be all his, whatever. And sex with the Aries, straightforward, aggressive, and adventurous. And this is reflected in their approach to sex. Expect it to be physical, quick being a key word, and rough. They like to dominate and have the upper position. Okay, more on Aries astrology. Ruling planet, Mars. It's like a war planet. Aries traits: enterprising, incisive, spontaneous, daring, active, courageous, and energetic. The Aries are the proverbial infants, guileless and optimistic to the fault. However, they are also impatient, impetuous, vain, proud, and egoistic. They may also be liable to come across as selfish, jealous, coarse, ruthless, and violent. Lucky days: Tuesday. Lucky numbers: 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, and 63 and 72. I never get up to those high numbers. Lucky color: scarlet or red. Lucky stones: diamond, ruby. Lucky talisman: metal, iron. Positive quality of Aries: spontaneity, brazenness, action-oriented, courageousness, openness, adventure, orientation. Negative qualities of Aries: impatience, impetuousness, foolhardiness, selfishness, jealousy, vanity, pride. Negative qualities continued. Sorry, I just wrote that. Ego, ruthlessness, possessiveness, and violence. Possible health concerns. The Aries are usually vigorous and possess a strong constitution. They also have incredible powers of recovery. However, their energy levels fluctuate widely, and so do their moods, and hence they should be careful. Fitness conscious they still need to take care of their diet. Coffee, sugar, and intoxicants are best avoided, as these substitutes tend to stress them out. Which is probably why I haven't had a very positive relationship with coffee for this whole Aries season. It's been hard. I'm just kidding. But, okay. Compatible signs. These are easy to remember. Leo, fire sign. Sagittarius, fire sign. Gemini, air sign. And Aquarius. Element is fire. Group emotional, which they are emotional. Polarity, positive, favorable colors. Positive polarity. Favorable colors, red, mainly. Chinese counterpart, dragon. Quality, cardinal. Opposite sign is Libra. Charismatic marks, athletic body, youthful attitude and need to take the lead. Likes comfortable clothes, taking the lead. Physical challenges, individual sports. Dislikes sports. Dislikes inactivity, delays, work that doesn't use one's talents. Best environment, any situation that requires action. Courage to face fear, competition, and freedom of choice. Aries individuals are better outside, being active, than staying close to home. Famous Arians, Aretha Franklin, Diana Ross, Elton John, Mariah Carey, Reba McEntire, Vincent Van Gogh, Eric Clapton, Jerry Brown, the senator, or whatever, Ram Dass, the guru, Harry Houdini, the magician, Maya Angelou, the writer, Reese Witherspoon, Christopher Walken, and that one actress from Road Trip, Amy Smart. Christopher Walken, the actor, Betty Ford, the First Lady, Dennis Quaid, the actor, and that one actress from 10 Things I Hate About You. Can't remember her name, but that's easy. Actress. Did I say actor? Actress. From 10 Things I Hate About You. Dennis Quaid, the actor, David Letterman, TV host, Thomas Jefferson, President, Charles Chaplin, comedian, Adolf Hitler, dictator, Jane Mansfield, actress, and Ryan O'Neal. I don't know why I said that, but the actor. I guess it's because I've been seeing a lot of O'Neal t-shirts lately, because I'm just so obsessed with astrology. I'm just kidding. But, okay. Let me microwave my coffee real quick. I'll be right back. Tea. The young ram is a pioneer both in thought and action, very open to new ideas and a lover of freedom. They welcome challenges and will not be diverted from their purpose. They welcome challenges and will not be diverted from their purpose except by their own impatience, which will surface if they don't get quick results. Aries subjects are courageous leaders with a genuine concern for those they command. Being responsible to people, it is rare that they will use their subordinates to obtain their own objectives as leaders, but occasionally it does happen. They do not make good followers because they are to take charge. They may be unwilling to obey or submit to directions for which they can see no reason or which they disagree. They are much concerned with self, both positively and negatively, self-reliant but also self-centered and concerned with their own personal advancement and physical satisfaction. Their immense energy makes them aggressive and restless, argumentative, occasionally headstrong, quick-tempered, easily offended, and capable of holding grudges if they feel themselves affronted. As the first sign of the zodiac, you as an Arian is to simply get something started and lead the way. The sun in the zodiac position gives your will rein to express itself. You could be doing this in the form of some leadership role or by forcing others to look at themselves in a new way. You can accomplish this by knowingly carrying out a deliberate act in the name of some cause that moves you. A negative effect of this sign is that you could sometimes unknowingly make it hard for others to relate to you as you really are. In your personal relationships, Arians are frank, direct, and candid, and make make enthusiastic and generous friends. You are liable to have a high sex drive and make passionate but fastidious lovers. There is, however, a negative side to your associations with other people. You can easily be irritated by slowness or moderation in your companions, and though yourselves sensitive, ride roughshod over the sensitivities of others. So you can pretty much figure out what that means. It means you're sensitive, but you're not necessarily very good at being sensitive to others. The intensity of your sexual urges drive you to promiscuity and a Don Juan-like counting of conquests of the opposite sex. And let's see here. This one I read this website. You must have the freedom to act rather than just thinking about it, getting pent up in the process. At all costs, you need to avoid negative emotions such as resentment, regret, and self-pity, for they would deny you what is essential to your nature. Straightforwardness. I love that one. Mentally, Arians are intellectual and objective, but can be, in rare situations, bigoted and extremist in religion and politics. They are good champions of lost causes and last-ditch resistance. They are quick-witted, but sometimes foolhardily and over-optimistic, lacking thoroughness and the ability to evaluate difficulties in the undertakings of which they often rush impulsively. The great need of Aries natives is to exercise an iron self-control, to discipline the qualities and tendencies of their character to the advantage, not the detriment, of the society in which they move. As an Arian, you like a challenge that will stir you to action. This challenge may just be frustration, or at a more controlled level, you may have clear direction and know what or whom you're fighting for. If your direction is not clear, then ask yourself and listen to your inner voice. You will come up with an answer. An Arian without a direction in which to go, or without a cause to fight for, would be against your nature and make you more a sheep than a ram. Arians, do not be afraid to be forceful, for this is the very core of your nature. Being fearful may also indicate a household in childhood that neglected independence and personal initiative in you. This could have inhibited your natural urge to go forward into life as the leader and champion that you are born to be. Conversely, such bad influences could also have led you to be overly fearful or to be unsympathetic to your own need and sensitivity. You make good athletes and climbers, doctors, explorers, soldiers, sailors, and airmen, and leaders, though awkward subordinates in industry and politics. Much as you are the ram, there is still the little lamb in you, which means that at times you would attain your goals more easily by gently giving in without resistance to the demands of a given social situation, rather than getting your horns entangled into something larger and more powerful than yourself. This is a talent akin to knowing the difference between what you can change and what you cannot. This, of course, takes patience, the acquiring of which is definitely your greatest achievement, along with your sense of your own inner softness. And possible health concerns. Aries governs the head and the brain. And Arians are said to be prone to headaches, particularly migraines, sunstroke, neuralgia, and depression. Indigestion and nervous disorders are also threats to you, and your rashness, impetuosity, and wholesale physical commitment make you liable to accidents and physical injuries. You like extremes, physical, emotional, and mental, and benefit profoundly by experiencing them. But if your extremism goes too far beyond social acceptability, then expect to be extremely lonely. You dislike taking other people's advice. And there's a little wink sign by it. That's cute. See here. A lot of people wear a little necklace with the Aries symbol, which is a circle and a little, you know, pointy sign that goes off to the right. It's a masculine energy. Aries is masculine. Just trying to see here if there's anything else that's kind of worth saying. Let's see. A lot of it is just repetition, actually. Sounds like a fun sign, actually, in a sense. I can kind of feel the energy of it, actually, as I'm talking about it. It's kind of cool. I like it. There's a couple other important things that I can say about it related to history. Here's something relating to Egypt. In ancient Egyptian astronomy, Aries was associated with the god Amon-Ra, who was depicted as a man with a ram's head and represented fertility and creativity. Because it was the location of the vernal equinox, it was called the indicator of the reborn sun. During the times of the year when Aries was prominent, priests would process statues of Amon-Ra to temples, a practice that was modified by Persian astronomers centuries later. Aries required the title of the Lord of the Head in Egypt, referring to its symbolic and mythological importance. During the time of Dionysus and his campaigns in Africa, his troops were traveling through a sandy desert. They ran out of water and were worn out struggling through the sand. A ram appeared before them, rose up in the air, and landed behind a dune. When scouts followed the animal, they came upon a spring of water, but no ram. Dionysus ordered the building of a temple to Zeus Amon on the spot where the spring rose. The likeness of the ram was placed in the temple, and the ram was placed in the heavens in a position of great importance. The cult of Aries had its beginning here, since its position at the zenith coincided with the rising of Sirius in the east and the flooding of the Nile. The temple of Amon-Ra at Karnak bore the likeness of the supreme sun god with the horns of a ram. The road to Karnak was formed from the wings of two granite sphinxes bearing the head of the Aries. And I'm not going to read this off, but I think it's obvious. There's like 3 different kinds of like rams you could be. There's like the beginning, the second, the middle, and then the so like the Pisces Aries cusp, and then just the middle Aries, regular Aries, and then the Taurus Aries, which I don't really give a damn, but I just want to shout out, I know one Aries that is born on the end of the spectrum, so he would be closer to Taurus, which means that he has a lot of characteristics of Taurus that go along with the Aries, but specifically a lot of Taurus energy, not energy maybe, but characteristics. So that's good. That's a positive thing, I guess. What else? The symbol of Aries can be seen as representing the power of multiple gods streaming down into a single godhead. It also represents, this is not written down here, but the age of Taurus, where people worshipped the bull deity, got in trouble by so-and-so individuals, and in the age of Aries, it was basically a renewed spirit, if you will, to bring back the righteousness of, like, I believe Christ. Yeah, so probably. So there's that. Aries sun sign can be very intellectual and objective, but in some situations they may appear to be extreme, such as in politics or religion. So when I said something about them not being good in the career industries of politics, things like that, that's not necessarily true. Their impulsiveness can lead to difficulties because they don't tend to look before they leap, but their optimism sees through them. This same impulsiveness, however, can lead to clumsiness and accidents. Quick movements and not paying attention to where they are going can cause them some bumps, bruises, and embarrassments. Since they are often involved in sports or extreme athletics, they need to learn to be aware of their movements. I got this Virgo guy texting me. Okay. Whoa. My bad. And my phone just called my mom on accident. The Aries sun sign loves to socialize. They like the excitement and fun of getting out with friends and having a good time. They enjoy people who challenge them intellectually or offer something in the way of competition. Staying home bores and irritates them. They are born extroverts and may talk your ear off if given half a chance. Their personality is not subtle. They may be quick to rise to temper, but they also forgive easily in most cases. They tend to be honest to a fault and may suffer a lack of tact because of it. So that's about it. Last thing I want to talk about is the compatibility ratings. Aries and Aries, high compatibility, high sex drive, high communication, medium communication. Aries and Taurus, low compatibility. Aries and Taurus, low sex and medium communication. Aries and Gemini, hold on for a second. Anyways, okay. Aries and Gemini, high compatibility, high sex, and high communication. Aries and Cancer, low compatibility, medium sex, and low communication. Aries and Leo, high. Aries and Virgo, high compatibility, high sex, and medium communication. Aries and Libra, medium. Aries and Scorpio, medium compatibility, high sex drive, medium communication. Aries and Sagittarius, high communication, high sex, high communication, high compatibility. All highs. Aries and Capricorn, low compatibility, medium sex, and low communication. Aries and Aquarius, high compatibility, medium sex, and high communication. Aries and Pisces, low compatibility, medium sex, and low communication. So the most are Gemini, Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius. The least are considered to be Cancer and Capricorn. So that's about it. Hopefully that helps anybody who is interested, and pretty interesting sign. So I'm happy that I had the opportunity to learn about it, and hopefully you learned something. So anyways, happy Easter and thanks for watching.